Summer is here. My husband and I decided to leave the hot city for the weekend. We usually travel light with our backpacks, but this time we were going by car. For the first time in a while, I wanted to wear a dress and wanted something new. We were also going to places with almost no trees, so I had a question. How could I protect my shoulders from the sun? I have one light summer jacket and I really like wearing it, but it's better for cool evenings and too warm during a hot day. So I understood that I was not ready for summer trips. We were leaving in just a few days and I needed to fix my wardrobe fast. I started looking for ideas on Pinterest. A beach kimono looked perfect for protecting my shoulders from the sun. I already had a piece of soft cotton knit fabric, light enough, almost weightless. It could cover my back, but still fit into a small bag. I found a free pattern online and made it even simpler, removing a few details to finish it faster. The dress was the first project because it was harder. I found a pattern for a sleeveless dress with a simple gathered skirt. However, my inner voice kept telling me to use the old spaghetti strap pattern that had worked well before for me, and my logical side said I already have 4 camisoles and 2 dresses like this, and there is no need to make another one. Now I think I should have trusted my feelings more. I made a mistake because I believed logic always knows the best answer. We try so hard to be adults. We always want a logical reason for every choice, but sometimes we forget to listen to ourselves. I don't think intuition is magic. I just think our brain often knows the answer before we can explain it. That day I ignored my intuition and it was a mistake. Sewing in a rush is never a good idea though. For the dress, I had thin cotton with salmon stripes. I already made my favorite camisole from it, and I really wanted a dress in the same fabric. At first, I was sure I had enough fabric. I just needed to place the pattern pieces close together, so without thinking twice, I cut the front bodice. But when I started placing the back piece, I saw that I was running out of fabric. There was only enough left for half of the skirt. I understood why my intuition kept telling me to use the spaghetti strap pattern. That bodice would be shorter, so it definitely needs less fabric. Maybe it wouldn't solve the whole problem, I don't know. I saw with leftover fabric, so just buying more was not an option. I remember that a week earlier I had seen a small piece of this fabric in the leftover basket at my fabric store. It was only about half a meter. I suspected someone had already bought it, but I decided to take a chance and went there the next day. I was lucky the fabric was still there and it was waiting for me. I believe in small signs, Life has shown me many times that sometimes there is a path you are meant to follow. And when that happens, everything seems to help you move forward. Sometimes I miss an opportunity, but later life brings me back to it. That's why I don't worry too much when something goes wrong. If something is really meant for me, it will find me, it will wait for me, and it will come at the right time. With these thoughts, I cut the skirt and finished the dress that evening. There were only 2 days left before our trip. There was even enough fabric for pockets. I really liked the happy salmon stripes, but I still was not happy with the dress. As a designer, I could clearly see what the problem was. The skirt and the bodice were almost the same length, and the dress looked like it was cut exactly in half. The human brain doesn't really like this kind of proportion. Even if the clothes fit well, something feels just a little wrong. It's a very subtle, subconscious signal that you can't explain right away. I could not stop thinking about the spaghetti strap dress. I knew it would look better, and that already made me mad. I was running out of time, so I switched to the kimono cover-up. It took me only about 10 minutes to cut it out because the design was very simple. The only thing I was worried about was knit fabric. Before this, I used an old second-hand sewing machine and it made sewing stretchy fabric very difficult. I had already ruined a few good projects because the machine could not work well with it, and this time I was ready for another disaster. After the dress, morale was low, so I thought nothing could frustrate me more. But new sewing machine was amazing. Every seam came out perfectly. It even sewed several layers of fabric without any problems, and it was such a big relief for me. This is the finished kimono cover-up. I removed all the decorative details from the original pattern and left the neckline unfinished. The edge rolls up naturally, and I think it gives the cover-up a relaxed beach look. When I fold it, it takes almost no space, so it's very easy to carry in small bag or even in my hand. This success gave me new energy, and the next day I decided to remake the dress. I turned back to the idea of a well-known and reliable spaghetti strap pattern eventually. The new bodice would be shorter, which changed the proportion of the dress and made the whole silhouette look much more better. I know, guys, these design details may sound a little bit boring, sorry about that, but I could see the problem and I knew how to fix it, so I simply did it. I still had a small piece of fabric left, so I made this matching hair bow, just a small detail that finished the whole outfit perfectly. And here I am, wearing my new dress during our trip. I'm proud that I made it with my own hands. I really love how it turned out. It gives me exactly that happy feeling I wanted for this trip. The kimono was also a great success. It became exactly the practical piece I was missing, even though it is very simple. These projects remind me of something important, that a clear and useful result is always worth the time. The hours I spent changing the pattern and fixing the proportion came back to me as a real comfort during the trip. And yes, always trust your gut feelings, always. Now these pieces are part of my wardrobe and I know the value of every stitch. Hello guys, thank you for watching this video. Really appreciate your likes, subscriptions and comments, and hope to see you soon. Bye!